Hi, I'm attorney Matt Stiller, and today I'm going to talk about a question that I'm often faced with, and that question is the following. I was arrested for DUI and the cops made me take 2 breathalyzer tests, one out on the road and one in the station. Is that normal? Yes, actually that's quite normal. When you're stopped for a DUI, often you're actually stopped for a different reason. You're often stopped for speeding or failure to use a turn signal or something like that. And when the officer gets up to your car window, they quite often smell alcohol on your breath. Once they smell that, then they begin an investigation into DUI. They often begin that investigation by asking you, have you had anything to drink? Should you admit to having something to drink, which I wouldn't recommend you do, if you do admit to that, however, then they'll get you out of the car and give you a series of field sobriety tests. Once those tests are complete, then they're most likely going to give you a portable breathalyzer test. That's the first breath test that the individual was speaking of in that question. That piece of equipment is about the size of a pack of cigarettes. They put a straw on the end of it and you blow into that. It's not as accurate as the machine at the police station, which is the Breathalyzer 5000 EN. That just gives them a preliminary picture. That portable breathalyzer test machine also has a 15-minute observation period that they're required to conduct prior to having you blow into that machine. At the beginning of that observation period, they're required to essentially clear your mouth, make sure you don't have any gum, dentures, tongue piercings, tobacco, or anything like that in your mouth that might actually trap alcohol. Then they're supposed to monitor you for that 15-minute period, and then they can go ahead and have you blow into that portable breathalyzer test machine. Once they get the results of that back, then they'll go ahead and take you into the police station, and they'll have you take a breath sample on the Breathalyzer 5000. That requires a 20-minute observation period after clearing your mouth, making sure you don't have any foreign objects in it. Either one of these breath tests you have a right to refuse to take. Again, when you refuse to take any tests, be they the breath test or the field sobriety test, when you refuse to take those tests, if you just flat out refuse to take them, that can and often is seen as consciousness of guilt. But if you're like many people I've run into who have never done well taking tests, and some people I've known actually have a fear of taking tests, and if you in fact have a fear of taking tests, that's quite different than consciousness of guilt. That's fear of taking tests. So again, I'm not advocating you say that if you don't actually have that fear, but the bottom line is you can still refuse to take those tests. But it is normal that they give you a portable breathalyzer test, or at least try to do that, and that they try to then give you an Breathalyzer breath test when they get you back to the police station. Again, I'm attorney Matt Stiller, and I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Follow me at DelawareDUIDefender.com, and also like us at Facebook.com/Delaware DUI Defender. Thank you.